Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover from an interesting debate on Twitter about how Eminem should have quit a decade ago due to opinions on Twitter about him that I presume would be from people who were less than 10 years old a decade ago. And this has got many confused. Mind you, this is at a time when fans have been patiently waiting for a new release, perhaps MMLP3 or something, and we'll get to more on this in a bit. Today we also have a surprise announcement from Skylar that stirred split reactions so far, and we'll start with Dr. Dre. From the Recording Academy, a few hours ago, Dr. Dre accepts the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award at BMC Honors. The 7-time Grammy Award-winning artist, producer, founder, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and CEO of Aftermath Entertainment and Beats Electronics has made a universal impact on the music world. And Frederick reacted to this: "Congratulations to my brother and sensei, Dr. Dre." Moving on, Skylar recently showed off her Diamond Award for Love the Way You Lie that included an announcement. "This was by far the proudest moment of my career as a songwriter so far, dropping the newly recorded version of Love the Way You Lie Part 3 on February 10th at Rihanna at Eminem. Pre-save Love the Way You Lie Part 3 now." And this drops just 2 days before the Super Bowl performance. Now, many believe Rihanna could indeed bring out Eminem to perform the song, and this stirred split reactions so far. Some believe they really robbed you of your soul. I'm sorry, Sky.
Hold up, wait a minute.
While on the other end, some find the release date to be interesting, since there are already rumors that point to Eminem joining Rihanna on stage for the Super Bowl performance. A user reacts: "Honestly, why would Skylar choose to release this 2 days before the Super Bowl of all times? I mean, yeah, it's possible, it's just cause it's Rihanna's halftime, but come on, lol. But what are your thoughts? As if Rihanna and Eminem performed the song at the Super Bowl, Skylar's new release will also get a huge boost, so perhaps she knows something we don't know. But some aren't happy with this. No one cares, man. Ayo, Skylar, hang it up. We don't want to hear or see you anymore." Sheesh. Did I miss something that happened? As there are more like this. Moving on, while Eminem and Drake were utterly dominating the month of January this year, for instance, they were the only hip-hop acts to have over 1 billion plays on both YouTube and Spotify combined, thanks to a recent report that revealed the Spotify numbers that's got some shocked for real. How Eminem has managed to always remain relevant on the charts all these years has to be studied. So while this is on, some thought it would be a great idea to go against reality with takes like, "To be honest, I think public opinion of Eminem and mine too would be a lot more positive if he had just retired in 2013 after MMLP2. And this has left many fans with a head scratcher. And before we get to real examples of some Eminem quote haters in hip-hop media giving Eminem props after Music to Be Murdered by dropped, remember, we have more important data from real-world music listeners that shows that Twitter opinions don't represent reality.
Because Twitter's not a real place.
Hence responses like, "Nah, nonsense, haters are haters. They would have said anyway you should have stopped after Relapse/Encore or the Eminem Show, whatever. Public has a good opinion of M. He is considered as a legend. He was number 10 on Spotify last year at 50 years old." Funny how even polls on Twitter show that it's mostly a vocal minority that complain about Eminem. Remember a few days ago, HipHop DX created a Jay-Z versus Eminem poll on Twitter, and it was a landslide victory for Eminem even on Twitter. And since the user claims to know the public opinion of Eminem without any data to back it up, some are wondering. The man has 65 million monthly listeners. Y'all gotta stop thinking Twitter opinions are relevant outside Twitter. And the user hit back: "Public opinion is still very positive, so absolutely not. Twitter doesn't equal in real life. I've said this before, quote, hip-hop heads on Twitter have been stuck in 2017, and I've got data to back this up from several sources. On Metacritic, for instance, Revival received a 6.2 out of 10 by users, but it's been up since for Eminem. Kamikaze got an 8.2, and Music to Be Murdered by Deluxe got an 8.8. I saw claims about how everything since Revival has been trash, but even from hip-hop media that's been generally against Eminem since the 2000s, it's not the case. Here's an example.
What did you think of obviously, I loved your appearances on it, but I thought that M's last album was the best, most complete M album in a minute. What were your thoughts on it?
I say since recovery. Yep, since recovery.
For Eminem, the hate has been mostly racially motivated. They don't hide it as El Jamar, and it's been the case right from the Source magazine in the early 2000s to this day, and even a very vocal Eminem critic in hip-hop media who loves to focus on Eminem's skin shade admitted this when Music to Be Murdered By dropped. Eminem treats rap how black folks have had to treat life, be 5 times better, work 5 times harder than everyone, and still not necessarily get respect. A take that got responses like, "I've seen some men who are dedicated haters actually admit they like this album." It's weird, in a good way, but still, even some who hate themselves for admitting that they like the song with Ed Sheeran, laughing emoji, 2020 is crazy already. But still, quote, hip-hop heads on Twitter will swear that it's all been negative since Revival, but there's no real-world evidence to support this claim. Hell, actual customers who got Music to Be Murdered By rated a 4.8 out of 5 on Amazon right now. For an artist, it doesn't get better than this. And perhaps the most important point in this video today, public opinion doesn't mean the 5 people you know. That will be all for today. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.